Hello friends, this video on current electricity part 5 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos till part 4 before going ahead with part 5. Now that we know what is current, let us try to know what are the different types of current. We will just talk about the two common types of current which we come across in our day-to-day life. However, there are many more categories of current which you will study gradually in your later lessons or in your higher classes. So as of now, you can just consider two types of current, that is direct current and alternating current. So direct current, which is normally known as DC, and alternating current, which is normally called as AC. So that these abbreviations are more popular than the full names, right? So AC and DC, they are basically the broad classifications of current. So what is direct current and what is alternating current? I will just tell you in brief, but we will study about alternating current in detail in our later chapters of your syllabus. In class 12th itself, you will learn about alternating current, but not in this lesson, but in some lesson which will come later, right? So let us have a quick look at what is direct current. When I talk about direct current, I mean that the electrons always flow in one direction. So direct means direct flow. So the electrons flow in one direction. See, one surprising thing or one weird thing is that we know that the direction of current is opposite to the flow of electrons. But whenever we study current, whenever we try to understand any phenomenon related to current, we always learn it or we always study it by electron flow. So we will study about current with the help of flow of electrons, because it is basically the electrons which are flowing. But I don't know why the convention was taken like that current direction or the conventional current is always opposite to the flow of electrons. So please do not get confused, because throughout the lesson, not only in this lesson, throughout your study of throughout your study of this kinematics or your current electricity, we will always talk about flow of electrons whenever we talk of current. But always remember it in your mind that the conventional direction is always considered to be the direction which is opposite to the flow of electrons. I think I have repeated this a number of times. That's because many of the times it happens that people get confused. They think that, okay, electrons are flowing. We are always talking about electron flow. That means the current is also flowing in the same direction. So just to clarify that, I am reminding the same to you again and again. So let's come to direct current. Here the electrons always flow in one direction. So if the electrons, so here also when I am talking about direction, this direction doesn't mean your directions north, east, west, south, or making some angle with some direction. It is not talking about that direction. It is just talking about positive to negative or negative to positive. It is just talking about the direction along the flow of electrons or the direction opposite to the flow of electrons. So this direction is only related to this, right? So do not get confused, please. So when your electrons are flowing in one specific direction, then we say it is a direct current. For the best example is your battery. So the current which comes from the battery is a direct current. There the electrons flow in one specific direction. That means the electrons will flow in which direction? They will flow towards the positive terminal of the battery, right? So all the electrons will flow towards the positive terminal of the battery. That means all the electrons are flowing in one particular direction. So that is called a direct current. So it will look somewhat like this. Let us suppose this is the positive terminal of your battery, and this is the negative terminal of the battery, and these are your electrons. The purple colored small balls are nothing but your electrons. So all the electrons will try to move towards the positive terminal. Now you must be wondering, what are so many things? What is this red colored ball and what are this revolving around this? I will talk about this after a few slides. So for now, you just understand that the electrons, in this case, if you see all the electrons coming away from negative terminal and it is going towards the positive terminal of the battery. So this is your direct current. So in this lesson, whenever I talk of current, I will talk about direct current. Now when I talk about alternating current, here the electrons flow back and forth, changing direction multiple times in a second. That means the electron will once go towards right, again it will come back to left. Again it will go towards right, again it will come back to left. So it will move back and forth, it will kind of oscillate. So the direction will keep changing so many times in 1 second itself. It will be so fast, right? So once it is going towards right, once it is coming towards left, again right, again left, and so on. So why does that happen? So it looks somewhat like this. Let us suppose this is the negative terminal, this is the positive. Once the electron reaches this end, the polarity gets reversed. Did you observe this? Observe it once again. See, this was negative, this was positive. Once the electron reached here, this became negative and this became positive. So the electrons again came back here. So this process will keep continuing. So the electrons will keep moving back and forth, right? So that will be your alternating current. So when you plot the graph for an alternating current with time, so it looks somewhat like this. So the alternating current looks somewhat like this. Whereas when you talk about your direct current, it looks like this. So the current flows continuously in one direction with time. So this is on the y-axis, you have your time. Along the x-axis. So for direct current with time, the current flows steadily in one direction. So if it is flowing towards right, it will flow towards right. If it is flowing towards left, it will flow towards left. But in case of alternating current, once it will come towards right, again it will go towards left, again it will come towards right, and so on. Therefore, you get a sinusoidal curve or a sine curve in case of alternating current. Now you must be asking yourself that why is it that in alternating current, the polarity gets reversed as soon as the electron reaches nearer to the positive terminal, the positive becomes negative. Why is it so? Why is the polarity getting reversed? Don't worry, we will study about all these things in very much detail when we study the lesson on alternating current. So for now, I just wanted to tell you what is alternating current, what is direct current. And I did that. So in this chapter, we will focus on direct current. We will basically focus on how the current flows inside a conductor. We will also talk about the electric circuits. So we will cover all those topics in this lesson. Basically, if you see, these topics are very vast. So we cannot cover every minute detail in one lesson itself. So I am going according to your syllabus and I will try to cover everything related to current and resistance in this lesson. And I will talk about alternating current in a separate lesson altogether. Okay? Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.